bizarro world. Bizarro world that we're living in. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. It's Tyranny Tuesday, of course. It's going to be episode 3. And so, discuss what's going on a little bit about this bizarre world. Bizarre everything. That's all I can say. I'm lost for words. Well, almost. Not quite. Not quite lost for words. Gotta be a little bit better than that. But, okay. Give me a minute. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, your New Age Patriot with a 1776 attitude. It is Tuesday, January 12th, 2021. Approximately 11:30 p.m., 7 days after my last post. Clearly, we have been bamboozled with what took place January 6th, on January 6th at the Capitol building, with the certifying of the electoral votes for Biden. As it was expected, Congress and the deep state bamboozled we the people, the citizens of USA, once again, with false flags, scripted false flags, with the attack on the Capitol. So let me pick up where I left off on January 6th. Since January 6th, we watched our First Amendment dive further into the abyss. We've seen big tech ban the leader of the free world, President Donald J. Trump, from social media sites, along with other opposing points of views from many conservative, liberty-loving supporters of America being banned from all these sites. Now, if there's one thing I know about liberals, the one thing I know about liberals, when they gain power, they use it against their opponents. Which reminds me of around 2010, Rahm Emanuel, one of President Obama's henchmen, once famously said, never let a good crisis go to waste. So let me just say that again. If there's one thing I know about liberals, when they gain power, they use it against their opponents. Now, the mask has been pulled off, and everyone sees them for what they are and what they always have been. Liberals and their media co-conspirators have always been police state totalitarians. With that being said, we have liberals in Congress who voted on using the 25th Amendment, talking about impeachment, again, with only 10 days left before the inauguration. Their goal is to remove President Trump at any means necessary before the hammer comes down. It's very telling. Whether the hammer comes down on we the people, with this socialist agenda, this liberal agenda, New World Order, or the hammer comes down on these corrupt politicians, these deep state actors. Either way, the hammer's going to come down. Now, to add insult to injury, the liberals in Congress are now trying to classify the people at the MAGA rally January 6th, or any patriot, as domestic terrorists or domestic terrorism. So in other words, if you disagree with Democrats and their liberal agenda, you get labeled as a terrorist, as an insurrectionist. Is any of this making sense yet? Is everybody awake to what's going on? Now, I know it's tiring. It's been a long 2020. It's been a long, painful year where we said farewell to more than 300,000 of our people due to COVID, to the ravage of COVID. I've heard those say, if only 2020 could be forgotten. As for me, one person, one man, one opinion, I will never forget and do not want to forget. In the midst of this great sorrow, so many learning opportunities have been exposed. We are in for a long historical week in which we will be refreshed in American civics. And we're going to learn. We're going to learn a lot this week. With a population of approximately 340 million citizens, each of us have taken an oath of allegiance to our home, the United States of America. We are blessed to live in the best situation on earth. Some may feel that only elected officials, military, police, took this oath of allegiance. Contrary to popular belief, they are wrong. Everyone has taken the solemn oath, whether by way of birth, naturalization, or naturalization. Also, if you choose to live in this country, it applies to you as well. With this being said, any of America's citizens that break this oath, whether it's public sector, private sector, government employee, non-government employee, should be dealt with by the strongest arm of the law, and we the people. It's the only thing that's going to save us. It's we the people. So now back to this week, where I believe that we're going to see more of the iceberg of treason will become revealed. And hopefully it turns into America's favor. Only time's going to tell. Only a few days away from inauguration. And, many rumors are out there, many speculations going on, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And nobody knows. Only the actors in the deep state and the freedom fighters and government know what's going on. And most importantly, only God knows what's going on. So we can just sit back and speculate, read this, read that. Nobody really truly knows. But one thing that we do know, well, that I do know, is that we are going to fall into the abyss if one side wins, or we're going to restore freedom in this great republic if the other side wins. And like I said, I know it's tiring. Everybody's tired from 2020. Everybody's tired from the election and the fraud that definitely took place, because everybody knows Joe Biden got crushed. It's very tiring. People just want to move on with their lives, get back to normalcy. So they say normalcy. But you got to remember, our enemies do not sleep. Our enemies do not rest. Our enemies are plotting and plotting every day of the week, 24 hours, 7 days a week. So that means you, me, all the patriots of this loving country, we can't sleep. We can't rest. And I know it gets tiring. Sometimes you just want to bow out. It's exhausting on me too. But I can never sleep, and I will never be silenced by big tech. They might shut Parler down. They might shut other things down. They might shut me down. I'm just a one man, one opinion on a little YouTube page. So just everybody, please keep your heads up. Always keep your eyes on the ball. Never forget who your enemy is. Never forget what this fight is for, what this cause is about, because we are at war. We are at both spiritual war, mental war, and physical war soon approaching. We continue down the path of destruction and chaos. So, just a little short message for Tyranny Tuesday. By the time this gets out, it's probably going to be early in the morning, because I'm making this broadcast pretty late at night. I work today, so I got home late. So I guess for now, like I always say, God bless you, God bless America, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.